Sean Kohler with OKRaw.com. Today I have another exciting episode for you, and we're with Dr. Doug Graham, the author of the 80-10-10 book, and we're just going to ask him one simple question today. You know, I know on YouTube there's a lot of videos about 80-10-10 or what people think 80-10-10 is, so with that I want to ask Dr. Graham just one simple question. Doug, what's the difference between an 80-10-10 diet and the 30 bad diet, or one of the diets that's being promoted as something similar to 80-10-10?
It's a great question. It's a great question. I think a lot of people focus on one aspect of the book or a particular side of it that works for them, putting their own filters on it or trying to put their own spin on it. I'm thrilled there's anybody even interested in 80-10-10. To be quite honest, I'm thrilled anybody's interested in 80-10-10. And if they shift it this way or they shift it that way and they want to call it their own thing, that's fine. I'm not thrilled when they still create something new and then still call it 80-10-10, because that's not really it. 80-10-10 is not just the caloronutrient ratio of 80% carb, 10% protein, 10% fat, although you could look at it that way and say, well, that's all it is. 80-10-10 is a caloronutrient ratio. But I just spent the time to create an entire book so that people could understand that there are basic principles that go behind that. And if I was going to make it as simple as I humanly could, I would still completely stick with my 6 qualifying adjectives, which are whole, fresh, ripe, raw, organic plants, or whole, fresh, organic, ripe, raw, fruits and vegetables, where we have a few extra words. Plants will do the job for me. And I don't compromise on the whole, raw, ripe, organic plants. All of those categories, including fresh, all 6 parameters want to be there, or you're compromising the concept of 80-10-10. You can get 80-10-10 values by using a little bit of protein from a can of protein and some sugar from a bag of sugar and a touch of oil from a bottle of oil. And you could have a little mix of something horrible that's 80-10-10, but it's not nutritious. It's isolated, fragmented, refined, distilled, any way you want to say it. The nutrients have been separated from the calories, which is a real problem. When you separate nutrients from calories, you end up with empty calories, which is exactly what 80-10-10 is against. If it was to say it was against something, it's the opposite of that. By using whole foods, fresh foods, ripe foods, raw foods, we're attempting to maximize nutrient uptake along with the calories that we consume. We're not just looking for the calories. Or we could use refined sugar, refined protein, and refined fat. These are all empty calorie sources, and I don't endorse that in any way, any more than I endorse empty nutrient sources, which are nutrients that have been separated from their calories, such as vitamin A supplements or iron supplements or any of the other supplement kind of foods. The concept of empty calories has been out for a long time. The concept of empty nutrients is one that I've introduced because I want people to understand that either way, empty isn't what we want. We want fully loaded, completely packed whole foods. And if you're getting your nutrients from whole foods, it's a completely different story. It's one that I was thrilled to see T. Colin Campbell write an entire book on whole foods. And he and I see very much eye to eye. We talk often, but I was really thrilled to see him put so much emphasis on one word to write an entire book called Whole. And it's just brilliant to see how that, and of course he ties it in many other ways, using the environment and other ethical issues to see what's really going on in the word whole. But just in terms of 80-10-10, it's not simply caloronutrient ratio. It's about sleep, it's about exercise, it's about all of the health creating factors. And by the time you refine food down, even if it's something simple, even if it's just refined I don't know, coconut sugar or whatever it might be, or by the time we start adding stimulants such as salt in order to justify our use of complex carbohydrates that have to be cooked, I'm not saying that I come out against other people doing their thing. I'm thrilled other people are doing their thing for a lot of reasons. But I don't want to then call it 80-10-10 raw vegan if it's mostly vegan most of the time or mostly raw some of the time. I've been through those cycles. I've been through experience trying to do that. I've been playing around with raw food since 1978, and I've made a lot of the mistakes so long ago that I don't even talk about them very often to people, because I want to talk about the successes. I want to talk about the roads that are going to get you where you're trying to go. And I truly say that for most people, if they're attempting to learn how to succeed on 80-10-10, they need to give themselves 8 to 10 years, 7 to 10 years. And if you've only been doing the program for 3, 4, 5, 6 years, and you think you already know how to really succeed, I find a lot of people stumble off of the diet, and then, as human beings can rationalize anything. It's easy to justify using coffee when you're really, really sleep deprived. It's easy to justify using refined sugar if you're not getting enough from fresh fruit. If you start eating starches, sugars start looking really good. I'm not picking on anybody. I'm thrilled that people are interested in experimenting and wanting to look and see if they can make improvements even on 80-10-10, and maybe someday somebody will make improvements on 80-10-10, but I don't think so, because we've got the sports science behind it, we've got the noetic science behind it, we've got the health science behind it, we have the medical people behind it. Pretty much every angle that I can pursue has been supportive of low-fat, raw, vegan diet made up of whole, fresh, ripe, raw, organic plants. That's 80-10-10, along with the lifestyle parameters that make for a healthy individual. There's no way to be healthy if you're not active. There's just no way. There's no way to be well nourished if you're not active. There's no way to be healthy if you're not sufficiently well slept. There's no way to be healthy if you don't get some human touch. There's no way to be healthy without friends. There's no way to be healthy. You can have a modicum of health, but if you really want to fire on all cylinders, you've got to include all the aspects of health. And as soon as you start compromising on any of them, you compromise all of them. So I mean, it sounds like a broken record. 80-10-10, whole, fresh, ripe, raw, organic fruits and vegetables. As soon as you stray from that in any way, shape, or form, it is not 80-10-10, and you're not going to get the results of 80-10-10. There's just no way to get 100% out unless you put 100% in.
Wow, Doug, thank you for summing that up. I mean, I know you have over 30 years experience doing this, and you're really smart, intelligent. I've been following what you say for many years now, and what you do, it works. I mean, it simply works, and I wish I could sum this up for my viewers, like how simply you did, but in a few videos, you're not going to learn really about what 80-10-10 is. What you really need to do is buy Doug's book, 80-10-10. Doug, how can somebody buy your book to really get the information to know what it is and try it, and they could find out for themselves if it works or not, and I believe it will.
Well, the 80-10-10 diet is available on my website, foodandsport.com. It's 10 letters, the word food, the letter N, and the word sport, foodandsport.com. They can go there and order. You can go on Amazon and order. You can get it out of any public library in the United States. Just request it and they will order it for you, and you can read it for free. It's now available in 7 languages, and we're working on 24 other languages. The book is in demand, obviously, and I'm thrilled that it is. I'm honored that it is. It's a simple concept: whole, fresh, ripe, organic fruits and vegetables. You got to live healthfully if you expect to have health happen. I don't know how much 80-10-10 will benefit you, because we haven't found out yet. My sports performance is still improving. It should have started declining 20 years ago, according to the professionals. My brain power is still really clear. I don't know when or if decline is ever I don't know how much benefit. I used to say, oh, you're going to gain 10 or 15 or 20 years, but now I'm already past the 20-year point of still showing athletic improvement when I should have started declining ages ago. I don't know what we're actually giving people, but it's something very special, and it's not because fruits and vegetables are so cool. It's because anything else brings you down. If it isn't whole, fresh, ripe, or organic fruits and vegetables, it's bringing you down. It's compromising your health. You're going to pay the price for the rest of your life. There's always going to be a price to pay. There's going to be a bit of suffering, an increase, a rapidification of the aging factors, and there's no way to undo it. So the reason we went to raw foods is because raw foods work better than cooked foods. The reason we use whole foods is because whole foods work better than refined foods. The reason we use fresh, ripe, raw, organic plants is because they work better than any other option. And sure, we all want everything else to work, and that there shouldn't be a price, and there's not going to be the results that we don't want to have happen. But in fact, there's always consequences. The clock is always running, and you're either building your health or you're destroying it.
Wow, that was really simple. I mean, once again, it's just like the message I say at the end of every one of my videos. Eat your fresh fruits and vegetables. I mean, that's simply it. It's not that hard, and I know you guys could do it. Be sure to get out to food-sport.com, get Doug's book. You can learn all about it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Once again, my name is John Kohler with OKRaw.com. We'll see you next time, and remember, keep eating your fresh fruits and vegetables. They're the best.
Fruits and vegetables, baby.
Yeah. John Kohler with OKRaw.com. Today I have another exciting episode for you, and this is one that you might have thought that I'd never make. Actually, it's entitled "How Raw Foods Fail